Hey everybody, it's Brad. So this is my new truck, the Toyota Tacoma 2021 TRD 4-wheel drive off-road. I've had it for a month and a couple of days. I figured I'd do maybe an ownership review, what I like about it and all that. Well, first of all, while we standing right here on that side, I just love how it looks. The total package to me. I'm not going to do any kind of upgrades, I don't believe. Only thing I've done so far is tint the front windows on the drivers, them two doors out there up front, and then a strip across the top of the windshield. People say, man, you need to get some tires and bigger rims and tires and all that. I said, no, ain't nothing wrong with these right here. It rides slightly different. Of course, that 2018 I had a two-wheel drive. More bouncy, I reckon it's them Bilstein shocks are made for taking impacts or whatever. I don't think I mentioned this on the last video, but it does got skid plates up under it. You can see it right here, starting right here. So in the old model, or the two-wheel drive and models below the TRD, will have an air dam right in front of that. But that is no longer there, so that does impact, I do believe, the miles per gallon that you will get. Things I like about it, well, besides the looks of it, which I really love, just like my 2018, the year that started it, I loved the adaptive cruise, which uses that sonar, and there's a camera up there in the windshield. They work together. They keep you a safe distance from traffic in front of you and all that. Of course, it's got the Toyota safety sense all the way around it, so you got lane departure, pedestrian avoidance, all that. I turn all that off. I just keep the sonar on. I really like that since I live in a rural area. Now, let's see. The miles per gallon might change from what I'm getting to where you live, since I live in rural Georgia, so minimal stop and go traffic, red lights and all that are very minimal. At the most I think I ever go through is maybe 8 red lights going to work. Most of the time I catch half of them on. So and rural South Georgia really ain't no hills to speak of. It ain't no mountainous area, so that will help me in that department. And there's this cool thing. I don't think I didn't show it in the last one, but you got this remote start with your key fob. And how you do that, hit the unlock one time, and then you hit lock 3 times, and then on the third one, you just hold it, and it's fitting the crank. I just think that's the coolest, I don't know what you call it, but trick, I reckon you call it. Cool, interesting thing that happens when you go to get in the truck after your remote start. Say it's real cold or rainy or whatever, and you want to warm the truck up, whatever, from inside your house, and you crank it up, and then you come out to it. It does this feature here, it shuts itself off. And I think the reason it done that is, 1, for safety, 2, maybe keep somebody from stealing it. Say you sitting inside, it's real cold, and you warm it up for 5 minutes or so, and you just don't want to take the chance somebody stealing it. So if the keys ain't on the person that getting in it, it will shut itself off. Let's see what I ain't talked about. I love the dual climate control and all that. That's nice. I love that. Some people complain, maybe the younger crowd complains about the radio, but I find it all right. That's just fine for me. Oh, it does got all your crawl control and all this other stuff I really ain't played around with, and your rear locker. It does not have no sunroof, which I do not care about it. I like the truck inside of it because, I mean, it is all gray, or all dark gray, I don't know what you would actually call it. Wireless phone charger on this right here, but my phone is antiquated at best. Blind spot monitoring. I reckon if I lived in a bigger city, I would get that, and your parking sensors and all that. But I got all that turned off, and you got a automatic back sliding glass. That sounds rough. And you got Android and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which I don't really care about. I mainly just use the FM radio. All right, enough talking about this. Let's see what our miles per gallon is. And there it is, 20.2. And this is around my fourth tank of gas, roughly. I think I've done like some half tanks, so roughly equals up to about 4 tanks, and I'm sitting at 1565 miles, and yeah, roughly, I want to say roughly 20 miles a gallon. And anything I do not like about the truck, I wish it was cheaper. I think earlier I said that I paid under 38, but I misspoke. I paid under 39, so I actually paid a 38,500, and everybody said, "Man, that's a lot for a truck." And I said, "Well, if you go get an F-150 loaded, you're gonna pay well above 50." But I like it. I get a lot of looks and everything. There's another guy in the town I work in that's got one just like this, but he's got a slightly different grill, so I'm thinking he's got a 19 or maybe 20. So this is a different grill on the 21. Besides that, I have not had no recalls, no problems. Some people I watch videos and have problems with some of the transmissions. They call it rubber banding, where it kind of jerks you back and forth as it, or tries to find gears and everything, which I've really not had no problem with. Of course, I do live in a flat area, South Georgia rural. I probably might be maybe 100 feet above sea level at best, so that's not no issue for me. If you have any questions about the truck, just leave them in the comments. Anyway, thank you for watching. And do y'all think I should get new tires and rims? I don't think so. I think it looks just fine. But like I think I said already before, I'll probably more likely get a brush guard, since on my 18 I hit that deer on that side, and that was like $6,000 worth of damage, so that was really something else. And these are in my last video, these are LED running lights and everything, or daylight running lights, safety lights if you want to call them that. And the ride quality is okay. I took it on 60-70 mile one-way trips before I could turn around and come back from doing whatever I was doing. Ride comfort is, I would call it slightly less than what I had with the two-wheel drive, so I don't think these are good for long trips. So I wouldn't want to do them in long trips, but just for everyday riding around like I do, short, maybe 30 mile, 40 mile at most, one way before I stop where I'm going, it's just fine. I know a lot of hunters got these trucks, are super popular around here for hunting and just outdoor activities. And that's the number one reason I think people get these trucks, is the Toyota reliability, the durability. I know there's several people at work that's got older models, and they literally beat the snot out of them, and you just can't break them. You might bust a shock or something, but that's easy to replace. I'm talking about the motor, the transmission, the drivetrain, all the four-wheel drive components. They just last. So that's the reason I got it in a super high resale value. I think the only one that's higher resale value than this is probably the Toyota Tundra. But all Tundras, I mean, trucks with a high resale value, this, that. And anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling. That's old Brad. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you've got any questions about it, but I don't believe I modify any more than maybe a brush guard. All right, bye.